Oh yeah, Vanille. That was a great sequence of comments because you could see in my channel comments, you could see Vanille be like, you could see them get to the video where they got recruited into the team and they're like, yay! And then like 30 minutes later, you could see them comment on the next video where they die. And they're like, no! And there were 2 consecutive comments on my comment feed for my channel. It's like, oh, that microcosm of a story. Okay, so doing a quick once over. Does Guinea Pig need upgrades before I do anything with them? I think they're set, right? Let's drag them over. Oh wow, they do need upgrades. Okay. Let's make sure that their skills are where I want them to be. Suppressing fire, accuracy and crit. That could be a fun status effect to use against the pig if it's vulnerable to that kind of stuff, but I don't know if that's actually an option. Let's see, I want to be as equipped as I can, so let's make sure people have... I'm gonna take Guinea Pig, Jordy, Pitor, and one of our... Let's just buy everything, so I can choose... I'll just have all my options open. I'm gonna take one of the Vestals along with Pitor, Jordy Jordan, and Guinea Pig, because I want my Hellion and my Arbalist for like versatile ranged DPS that can go all over the level. And I want Jordy for the tanking capability, and of course, I want a Vestal for healing. It's kind of a big deal. Have I ever given Sozny his skills? No? Wow, look at me. Max level characters that I haven't even bought my skills for. Alright, so let's go pick some characters to fix. People I'm not taking on this run, I might as well clear some of their negative traits. Wow, and main G has a lot of them. Let's see, sickly, claustrophobia, bloodthirsty. Let's get rid of dark temptation. I know that makes them interact with gross things that could have bad stuff happen to them. Let's see. This person will only flagellate to recover. Let's not have that. Minus speed is a bad trait. Get rid of that. I'm basically just blowing money on my party to make them healthier at this point, especially if they're not on the run. So we're gonna go after the Gibbering Prophet, because so far the Prophet's been the easiest of the three bosses in this update. So going for him first has the lowest chance, as far as I can tell, of having an actual fatality, which is ideal. We're gonna redistribute our items because you only get one set of items, and if they're sitting there on your characters you used in the previous run, then they're just not on you. Same usual approach of Legendary Bracer and Focus Ring. There we go. For our 2 DPS characters, and then healing items for our Vestal. Relatively good approach that's been treating me well so far. This is where things get scary, because we're going into high-level areas. One of these bosses has already pretty much wiped a party before, and if I die with this kind of setup, that's a lot of really, really rare items that could easily get wiped out. Serene wants them to add elemental attacks to the final version of the game, just so that it can have cooler attack animations. Let's see. Let's go over our... I want to be as prepared as I can, so let's go over our camping skills to make sure I have the stuff equipped. Oh wait, you have Illumination equipped. Gives target minus dodge. I think I actually prefer to give you Judgment for... Yeah, my strategy has changed since I last used this character. Let's go ahead and fix that. Was it Sozny? No, it was Ballot Boxer. Let's go ahead and give you Judgment, which you apparently have never had before. So my strategy has definitely changed since I last used that character, and having the ability to attack has actually proved to be surprisingly effective at higher levels. Not as a main DPS, but as a surprise attack of sorts. It's a good supplement. Did I pick the right character? Yeah. Let's go ahead and switch from Illumination to that. Yeah, that's having Judgment around has actually saved my ass a few times. Though I'll still use Dazzling Light to stun when I have the opportunity. This party should be all set. Let's see, we'll go over camping skills. Chant is garbage. pretty happy with encourage. Yeah, this person, yeah. Pray for AoE stress reduction and bless for accuracy and dodge, absolutely. Jordan has the accuracy damage crit boost for himself and allies, a full party dodge boost. These just seem like good things for me. Yeah, I don't need to really check these characters. It was really Ballot Boxer that I was unsure about. I've already revised the other people's camping skills enough times in the past. And not Sosny is in the stream. It's really tragic. It'd be cool to see. It really could be cool if Sosny would ever be in the stream. There we go. Well, you know what? Let's go backwards. Just because he's in the stream, let's go ahead and use Sosny instead of Ballot Boxer. Also, make sure we grab said items from Ballot Boxer and don't run in with no healing items. There we go. See, I care about people who are paying attention to me more than people who are not currently paying attention to me, apparently, so it doesn't really reflect as well on me. Did I blow... Did it keep my money or did it give it back when I left the menu? I assume that it gave it back. It's a boss run, so I'm just going to completely overstock myself because I don't really want to risk anything going wrong during the run itself that can interfere with me just getting a clean run with a healthy party where no one dies. So I get so much shit because these are not runs.
Finally, resigned to his uncommon corporeal resilience, I lured him to the dig. There, I showed him the thing and detailed the full extent of my plans. Triumphantly, I watched as he tore his eyes from their sockets and ran shrieking into the shadows, wailing maniacally that the end was upon us all.
What I was saying is that this is not the kind of run that I do for money, as I've said before. It's just let's make tangible, real progress and not die along the way. Okay, slight dilemma. The boss is always the furthest room from where you start. But in this case, I'm not sure if that counts as being the top room or the bottom left room. Either way, we'll make our way in that direction. And be sure to camp. Ooh, a shambler. A shambler right away. Ah, that's so tempting. We're going past it, though. I'll keep it in mind. If the boss goes cleanly and my party is still healthy, I'll come back for the shambler to try to get a legendary item out of it, but doing that pre-boss seems dangerous to me. Why? Why do you have to hurt me, game? I'm only trying to be helpful and nice to you. Okay. Oh yeah, this is not a happy, safe, friendly game, random. This is a game where horrible things are said all the time. It's full eldritch horror where everyone's losing their sanity. It's not a happy place to be. These guys are shitty health, right? Yeah. Should probably, yeah. I usually AoE these guys because between the Arbalest and the Hellion, AoE can actually do some pretty devastating stuff to these guys. I'll go ahead and self-heal. Try to catch up with that trap damage, unfortunately. We haven't even had a fight yet and I was that low. Alright, breakthrough. There we go. No crits, but yeah, pretty much wiped out the party. We need to wipe these dudes out ASAP.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
If they don't get a move, they can't give us stress or harm us or give us negative traits. And this is the whole goal of this, is to get the safest possible approach.
So too will resistance.
So if I'm lucky, we'll just get lucky and scout right when we're approaching where the boss might be, and that'll tell us in advance where it is. If not, I'll clear the rooms along the way and then camp, and then we'll just have to deal with whatever the hallway is leading up to the boss. The problem is that one of those rooms could also be... Oh, these guys aren't going to die instantly, are they? I should still soften them up. Or not. The problem is, is if I try to go into one of the rooms that I think the boss chamber is, and then when I walk in, it's like, surprise, it's actually... This was actually the, what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. It'd be rough if the thing I think might be the boss fight is actually like one of those big battle rooms that's a whole bunch of tough enemies, but not the boss, very specifically. There we go. They're gonna get more turns in before me. Ooh, that was unfortunate for you. Well, that warms them up to be all wiped out by the Hellion, potentially. Let's see how that works. It mostly worked.
A faint hope blossoms.
It's amazing that riposte is my most powerful ability, potentially, but it's the one that happens outside of my control. Wow, they really are baiting that. That was not smart of you. Hey, resisted. Let's quickly cure Jordy before he actually gets in action. Jordy was I think Jordy was kind of complaining I didn't name a character after him, but then once I named a character after him, I never heard from him again on the comments of the series. So I don't know if he ever saw a Knight's... Oh, they added an icon to tell you that there's new inventory in your... new trinkets in your inventory that had a big exclamation point on it. It's a Crusader thing that makes you better at healing. But Crusaders suck at healing, so that's not really a bonus. I'll prioritize crests over the other crap that I can pick up here, but yeah, this is not super valuable to me. I'll be throwing that away shortly once gold drops, probably.
Hey guys, how you doing?
I didn't upload Witcher 3 because there's no Witcher 3 to upload. Because... chaos. This is the type of information I can only really convey to people consistently if they follow me on Twitter, because there's not really a system on YouTube for communicating with your audience unless you sit there and upload a video to explain every single thing that happens, which is kind of a bummer. But basically, I had multiple consecutive collaboration sessions where one night we recorded Destiny, and one night we recorded Old Republic, and another night we recorded Rocket League. And all of those things took longer than I meant them to, and and because I have a job and everything, I was just too busy and I wasn't able to actually go and record certain games. And then I spent all of Saturday playing Artemis with friends and not recording anything for the channel, basically, although that was recorded technically, so that might turn into a cool video at some point if I have infinite free time to record, because holy crap, Artemis is no joke to edit it into something watchable. And then last night I was like, all right, I'm gonna finally record Witcher so that I only missed one episode, because I already missed yesterday, but now I missed today too. But the 3 episodes I had slated to record were Witcher, Bloodborne, and Devil May Cry, and I did Bloodborne first because I'm like, oh yeah, these are just a bunch of little brief floors doing Chalice dungeons, no big deal. Then I hit one of the hardest bosses I've ever fought in Bloodborne, and I fought him for 90 minutes straight, and didn't get a chance to record Devil May Cry or Witcher, so neither of those are going up today. An unfortunate part of doing 1080p footage, and doing anything of any decent quality, really, is that, and not necessarily even just 1080, but just doing long videos, too, is that everything takes a long time to render. It's like, even if I edit it, I have to sit there and render it for sometimes hours per episode, which is why I normally render overnight. So I can't really record a video this morning and then render it and upload it later today, unless I want to not record anything else that day, because I also need that computer to record. It's unfortunate. Professional people who do this as a job and can afford to will actually have a dedicated computer for rendering and stuff like that. And they'll have one computer that they use for recording and stuff like that, and one that they use for rendering and editing and everything, because then they can just like prep a video, set it to render, and then walk away and go back to recording on their other computer. But that's not... normal people can't afford a bunch of high-spec computers all at the same time until it is their job, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm fairly dedicated to this, and honestly, it's not entirely accurate to say my livelihood doesn't depend on this. I make really terrible money, so the small amount of money I make from YouTube, while not being equal to or even that close to the income I make for my real job, is still high enough that it's definitely not... Uh-oh. Okay, let's not play with books. Reading's bad, kids. Damn it. I was really hoping to get a positive trait. The small amount of money I make from YouTube is actually big enough to make a significant impact on my ability to, like, pay rent and buy food and generally function as a human being, because my job is garbage. Oh, 2 relics. Okay. The question is, do I camp now or after I explore a bit? I might want to explore, just in case a big fight causes more problems that I can more easily heal while camping. Let's see, we'll use a low stress character for this, so that if it goes off like that, it at least won't cause big problems. Ow.
Traps lie in wait. Unsprung and
But yeah, one of the reasons I'm so dedicated to this, besides the fact that it does help my income a bit, is that I am actually kind of actively hunting that completely absurd pipe dream of like, maybe I could do this as a job someday. And no matter how, it's not super realistic, but it's super easy to hold on to the hope for, because when your job kind of sucks, you kind of just want to do that. I'm gonna give the party speed and dodge, because we're not gonna be able to stop all these guys from attacking. So at least reducing the chance of getting hit will be good. Also try to stun one of them. They have annoyingly high stun resistances. I really should have been it worked at least, but I should have been healing people. That was a bad idea. I could heal people more later on though, with some of these guys taken out. Hey, this is a nice little crit. Jesus, 23 people are watching. Is this what happens when you stream during the middle of the day on a weekday? Is that all the other streamers are, a bunch of the other streamers are like at work, so I get all the views? Is that the secret? Oh god, that hurt. That's a lot of damage. I don't like that. What if I go for the Yop? Oh yeah, they had to have nerfed Yop, didn't they? I could have sworn it used to hit 3 people, and now it hits 2. Anyway, I am unlikely to one-shot anyone. But if I focus fire on one guy, let's see, 16 to 31. Yeah, it's a slight damage boost. Is a crit any better though? It is better. I could go for it. Might as well. No crit. No crit. YouTube's really fascinating in some ways. Like trying to even measure growth or figure out what is worth what is weird. Like, I technically have twice the subscribers and stuff like that I had around the time that Scholar of the First Sin was first coming out on my channel, but I'm actually making like half the money, because weirdly enough, no matter how much people no matter how much you grow as a channel, it seems that most of your views come from non-subscribers, which is they recently added a mechanic where you can segregate your view counts, like when you're looking at them in your analytics page, between whether or not they're from subscribers or not. And it's kind of a depressing thing to look at, because you're like, oh, 70% of these views are from people who aren't subscribed to me, and that means that they're not actually here to stay, huh? I don't want to think about this. So having like a thing that's just people that having just something that people are just looking up, and having your subscribers that are dedicated to you interact with the video and make it rank high is actually how you get views, which is weird and counterintuitive. It's like you guys being dedicated enough to like and comment all the time, which is a big deal. Like, my Sad Games has roughly the same subscriber count as my channel, but on that channel no one likes our videos really, or comments, or says anything, and the videos overall do worse. Meanwhile, you guys keep interacting with my videos, and they do way better, to the point where I've experimented of like, let's upload the same video to both channels with the same tags, the same description, the same title, and basically the same thumbnail fitting the style of each channel, and just watch as the one on my channel with less subscribers does way better. And it's probably because you guys actually bump it up, and then it then gets better results overall, because you guys interact with it, and that makes YouTube see it as a more valuable video, which makes YouTube show it to more people that aren't subscribed to me, which actually leads to more growth too. It's a weird symbiotic relationship where I'm actually 100% dependent on the people watching my video doing stuff. That's actually the reason why you'll see those annoying shout-outs to like people are like this video, or like the old vlog style YouTube that used to be all of YouTube. You would always see there'd be like one joke like, haha, cat in a hat, I guess, and then be like, 5-star for cat in hat would show up on the screen in an annotation. It's because like they desperately need you to click on things to make the video do better, and that's actually really tangible. effect, which is weird. Wander's actually been staying ahead of me on subscribers pretty consistently ever since shortly after Scholar of the First Sin. I got a burst from Scholar, but then most of the time since then he's actually been ahead of me. Let's try to reduce Pitor's stress here. Yay! Wander gets a lot of boost from the fact that he plays a lot of indie games and he plays them right at day one. Oh, cool. We've confirmed where the boss chamber is then, because that one's not it. So we'll just fight our way to the other room and then rest. The smart way to run a new YouTube channel is to basically camp out on the homepage of Steam and just keep an eye out for... Actually, this isn't accurate. I was going to say you camp out for new releases, but actually the smart thing to do is find out about games that are going to come out on Steam later and get like advanced codes for a bunch of them. And Wander's really good about making connections and communicating with indie developers and getting games early and covering a bunch of stuff day one. And there's a give and take a bit. He doesn't have the longevity for certain shows that I do, but also way more longevity for certain shows. He's very prone to sticking to roguelikes for a very long time, where every episode's standalone, and he'll go on and play those for 150 episodes. But whenever he starts an RPG that's one long continuous game, he did all of Kingdoms of Amalur at the beginning of his channel's lifespan. But then I don't think he's actually finished a long RPG since then, because like he started Witcher, and he started Dragon Age, and he started Pillars of Eternity, which admittedly I haven't kept up on very well either, but he usually dumps them about 20 episodes in. And that's just kind of how he does things. He likes to hop on indie games right away and play them, which is, I'm not judging even slightly. That's a smart way to run a channel, and it's what I want to do. It's just I keep insisting on finishing these long-ass games, which means I just can't physically start all of those. But that's why I'm going to be playing the Guild of Dungeoneering, is because that's a new indie game, and it looks like it's in my wheelhouse of dungeon crawling RPG type stuff, and it's also brand new. I forgot to rearrange my Hellion into front row where they could use their abilities properly. There we go. But yeah, like, I played Colot right when it came out, because sometimes when I'm sitting at work, I'll just load up the Steam page on my phone. I'm not dumb enough to do that on the work computer, which is tracked. And I'll just refresh and see what's new, and I'm like, oh, Colot. Weird kind of horror game with exploration and mapping. I love mapping. I haven't gotten a lot to do a lot of that since Geology. And voiced by Sean Bean, let's give it a shot. And Colot is one of the most successful things I've done in a long time. In fact, I've even gotten codes for a bunch of games because I covered that game, and people then sent me codes for their game because it's like Colot, we want you to play this too, and you very, very quickly go down a rabbit hole playing indie games as soon as they come out. And I'd like to do that more, but it's difficult unless this is your job, or it's just all you do. Because I don't want to dump my RPG emphasis, but every now and then you get lucky and a game is an indie RPG, and you get to do that unique indie, interesting PC only experience game while also sticking with your roots of like leveling characters up and going through sword and sorcery combat. There we go. Yeah, Sosny, for a while I was the only prominent person really that had like a Dark Souls 2 cleric video. But then very shortly after, there was actually a Dark Souls 2 cleric video that was ranked higher than me in the search results, and I clicked on it and it was my video and someone else was using it, which was kind of gross. And that's actually a channel that's way bigger than me, so it's really gross that they were just stealing other people's footage without talking to them at all. Let's see if I can fix... Oh, it's just decorative and really gross and bleedy. Ew. So this better be the boss fight. Boss fight confirmed and no fights along the way. Okay, we're definitely resting then to buff the party up.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be
Feast!
won.
Feast, my pretties. Alright, so... we definitely want you to have crit. I should probably give you... Bleed it out... You're not going to use Yelp in this fight, so I can't do it right now because we're in the middle of resting, but I'm going to replace Yelp with Iron Swan because that'll be able to target the Prophet who hangs out in the back row. Let's see. Give a companion accuracy, damage, and crit. We'll give that to the Arbalest because that's the person that can target the bad guy the whole fight. We'll do weapons practice because I'll prioritize that one last just in case. Restring the crossbow on Guinea Pig for more bonuses. Pitor is going to get themselves some bonus crit. We're just going to try to be dangerous here. I don't need to heal anyone, really. I could do accuracy and dodge. It's probably better just to give the... Yeah, accuracy, damage, crit. Well, for Jordy. So now all three of my damage dealers have pretty significant boosts. We'll see if I get ambushed or not. Just skip through some of the extra dialogue. We're being ambushed. Please don't reorganize my party. Did I forget to move the Hellion again? I bet. No, I put him in front. Oh, hey. Adorable little shitty Hellion. Oh, you rearranged my party. Rude. Do I at least get the first hit? I totally do. Alright, well, you guys might be in trouble here. Single target for better damage? Yeah. I'd rather take all of them out first. I'd rather take one of them out as fast as possible than try to go all in and then fail and then get extra hits coming my way, because I want to be as healthy as possible going into this fight. Howdy, y'all. I'm gonna shoot you in the face now. Aww. See, this is what happens when you take me out of my back row. I do shitty little blind fire shots. That's fine, though. I can fix this. Thankfully, bosses, as far as I can remember, don't really have a tendency to surprise you and reorganize your party like that.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They
fix
can
the party
be
Fix the party composition. Oh, that was the only person out of their position. Okay, cool. Be sure to... Oh, don't need to use torches. We're all good on that. So now we just approach the boss fight and everything works out perfectly, right? Right? Please. Who is my favorite character in the Dragon Age universe? By the way, oh, don't play with things, Guinea Pig. They have negative traits that make them just press things. By the way, just as a side topic, I plan on bringing back Dragon Age Origins at some point. I can't make any promises as to when because I'm super busy on my schedule right now, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually abandon the series I did before. It was very rushed because I was trying to beat it before Inquisition came out, which is actually something I failed to do because obviously I never finished it. And at some point, I think I just want to play it normally and be thorough and explore the way I normally do with RPGs. And I think I'm going to play it on PC with mods, because PC lets you play it in a more Baldur's Gate style in a way that freaking the current version of the game on console doesn't let you do, really. And I'd prefer to do that from scratch instead. Salty Balls Darkest Dungeon is still in early access, so it is not out yet, so to speak. Oh no, I forgot to swap my Iron Swan. Can I just retreat?
A wise general cuts losses.
No big deal.
And regroups.
Right. They're not bleeded out. We want to swap out Yelp with Iron Swan. There we go. Take two. You didn't see that earlier, Gibbering Prophet. Here, I'll follow up on I'm gonna follow up on stream chat in a moment. I'm gonna do this boss fight real quick and focus on this. He knows! He knows! What are you freaking out about? Do you have negative... Are you paranoid? Oh, you still have the runs. Right. I treated tetanus only. I keep rabies around. Minus accuracy is a bummer, but that damage bonus is actually a big deal. He doesn't really have negative traits. He's just freaking out about the whole light thing. Okay. Might as well throw a sniper's mark on you to make my future attacks more effective, because this is a boss fight and that's like the one time I use that move. Let's see. You can't be stunned, really, can you? Let's see. Yeah, his stun resistance is 145%, 5% chance higher than my stun base, so it's impossible to stun him. Might as well just do some damage, since no one needs to be healed yet. I always forget that that actually is a self-heal, technically. Alright, so we're going to just give him... Yeah, we'll do Retribution. I can't target him with Retribution at that range. Oh wait, yeah, guard ally, duh. That's why I brought you here. Is to protect people that have stuff that are about to have stuff fall on them from taking damage. Time for that Iron Swan ability. This should be fun. Don't get to use that attack very often. It's got a pretty sweet animation too, but I just don't have a lot of use for Iron Swan. It only attacks the back row, and so many enemies don't even... So many enemy groups don't even have a guy in the back row. Oh, we're infected. That's fine. I brought reserves. There's the tank doing his job. That's right. This fight should be very easy. He's by far... He's definitely the easiest of the 3 bosses they added in the update. He's prophetized my end. Well, looks like I'm going to be taking double the damage because I'm going to be defending myself and them. We'll see how this goes. This guy has a ton of hit points though, so I should be fine. Oh, I forgot to heal. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I forgot to cure the blight on my character. It happens. Do I damage the enemy? Nah, I can't keep up with the damage of my party members, really. We'll just keep up with party heal. Keep everyone nice and healthy. There we go. Oh, Lord. This guy's a nasty man. Yeah, I watch Comedy Button. What's up? What of it? Okay, so he's marked. I need to cure my blight. There we go. So I should be able to do... Oh, man. 46% crit chance. Of course, it doesn't happen. Still technically a higher chance of not critting than critting, but still, that's such a crazy chance of crit to get to have. So I'm going to cure the Hellion's toxin now. Back to Iron Swan. Nope, no crit this time. Still, dude's half dead in 2 turns. And my party's not. Ow. Oh god. So much for defend ally, huh? I guess because you got hit, you couldn't defend them? Oh, you son of a bitch, what are you doing? Oh, cool, you're doing it to us. Okay. This is problematic. Well, I can try to heal up my Vestal at least. That's a lot of damage coming that way. Please crit. Pretty please. Damn it. I marked you for a reason, sir. You're supposed to take bonus damage. That's how this works. Let's go ahead and cure that toxin problem. Can I not do it? Oh, it ran out. It's over. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to try to defend our Vestal as best we can. So yeah, he can do a lot of damage very suddenly, but ideally we'll kill him before he can keep up with that. And yeah, that's more or less how that happens. He's down to 20 hit points now. At that point, the fight's over. I'll try to recover our Hellion a bit, because he's not doing great. How's your... Oh yeah, you have a Venom to get rid of. 39 hit points is not great, but you do get on death's door first, so you won't die all the way. Let's try to get our other character off of being totally doomed. The red light, Storm 657, is a mark that says that debris is about to fall on your characters and kill them. Because he's a prophet, and he makes a calamitous prediction that... Oh, he just stunned my most powerful character. There it is, the Rubble of Ruin. It's the primary way he does damage, really, is by dropping stuff on you. In most video games, you would just get out of the way, but your 4 characters can only stand in 4 positions, so all you can do is swap out who's standing under the light, really. Is his light not over... Oh, there it goes. It was the weird camera angle. I was like, is it not over Guinea Pig? That's weird. Oh, that was supposed to kill him? That's awkward. Maybe you can kill him? Or should I should heal the party at this point? Jordy, can you do anything to attack him? You can't target the back row at all. Yeah, he's not really here for that purpose. Alright, yeah, let's party heal. That's the most efficient way, numerically, of healing the party when more than one person's hurt. And I can guard ally. Since Jordy's not getting hit, it should be able to actually guard ally correctly. And take the damage for our Arbalest to keep them healthy. And one more nice little hit and they're set. That's stun. Damn it. Chill your shit. Alright, whose turn is it going to be next? There we go. Man-at-Arms, successful block. So yeah, he apparently he can't defend ally when he's being attacked by the same attack, is what happens. Because he failed to defend the Hellion and the Vestal when they were both being attacked at once. Still, the alternative is to move him out of the attack, at which point you're just increasing the number of people who aren't him that are taking the attack, so it's not really a help. Thankfully, boss is now dead as fuck. So dead. Like, really dead. And then all of his dumb little pieces of debris die. I could have hacked my way through them, but honestly, Iron Swan was getting the job done. Although you do get a better money reward, because all of those things reward you with cash for destroying them, but I felt like it was more suitable just to target the enemy, since both my Arbalest and Hellion could attack the back row without too much trouble, which is why I brought that party composition in the first place. Hey, Sosny's capped at level 6. What are my traits like? Ooh, Pitor gets stress resist in the ruins. Sosny gets minus heal on camping. That's a bummer. Oh, that's a lot of disease resist, actually. 15%. And Guinea Pig Jones gets bonus stress reduction in the brothel, because she's a nymphomania. There's also apparently a lot of dudes for sale in the brothel.
His long-standing duties here have affected him.
Or, you know, openings for lesbians. No judging. So we're down to the Brigand 16-pounder and the Formless Flesh. The Brigand 16-pounder, if I can stop him from the cannon from being lit, will continue to be an easy boss fight where nothing bad happens. If it gets lit, which it's increasingly likely every time I fight that guy, because the bandits that try to light him are getting more powerful, that'll be a risk, and that could be a party wipe for all I know. And the Formless Flesh is just always brutal as far as I can tell, because he's 4 separate guys that attack you all the time, and that's just mean.